In this episode of the How to Get on Reality TV podcast, we talk about what happens after you get rejected in finals and what to do next, and a special announcement that you're not going to want to miss. Welcome to the How to Get on Reality TV podcast with Dan Giesling, where I answer your reality TV casting questions once a week. Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Dan Giesling. As always, I'm excited to be here answering your How to Get on Reality TV questions every single Monday that you guys submit through howtogetonrealitytv.net/ask. And this week, we have an interesting question from someone that's been through the gamut, that made it through finals and then got some probably devastating news. And I think it's important to address and help this individual figure out where to go from this point forward, because I think a lot of people are experiencing this right now. I've gotten a few emails from other people that are in the same spot, so I think this is going to help a lot of people. Outside of that, a special announcement is every so often I like to have a seasonal sale, and we just figured, hey, let's do a summer sale on all the products on the website. It's going to be for a limited time, so if you've been thinking about ordering the guide or the video course or the video analysis review, now is a great time because it's going to be on sale for a limited time. You may blink and the prices will go back to normal. I just like to do this sporadically from time to time, so you're going to want to check that out at howtogetonrealitytv.net. It'll be on sale for a limited time, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this week's question. We'll call her Jackie.
Hey Dan, love the podcast. Wanted to ask you kind of how you go about, restarting the process in year 2 after you're rejected. This year I had a pretty good experience with casting, made it all the way to finals and made it all the way through finals and just got rejected about a few weeks before filming started. So now as I think about reloading for year 2, I know that you're not supposed to apply again if you make it to finals or send in a new video. They're just supposed to know who you are. But do you agree with that, or do you think you send in a video anyway? And do you also think that you should reach back out to the casting folks you were working with? And if so, do you reach back out to kind of the top dog that you're in contact with, or more of your day-to-day casting associates? And then what about timing? Like, should you reach back out as soon as casting starts again or later in the process? Any thoughts would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
All right, Jackie. Well, thank you so much for submitting your question through the website. It's people like you that make this show possible. You have a great question, you submitted it, and now we're going to sit down and answer it. So first and foremost, I want to congratulate you. I mean, to even get to finals is extremely difficult, and so I know that you either are disappointed or maybe have recently got over your disappointment, but at least at this point, what I think is cool is that you have a great attitude. You're not like, oh, woe is me, I was so close and I'm a failure. You're like, no, all right, let's re-up. What do I need to do to get myself in position next time around to get cast on the show? And I think that's awesome. The fact that you're not giving up, and the fact that I'm hoping that you realize, at this point, how far you've come, and you're right there. I mean, I always tell people, if you get to semifinals, you probably have what it takes. If you get to finals, you're right there, and it just could be a lack of execution. Maybe you don't fit. It could be a million reasons, but bottom line is you're right there, so I'm glad you're not giving up. So first thing we want to talk about is, are you supposed to send in another audition video? So if you get rejected in finals, I've had a similar situation, and it's like, hey, don't call us, we'll call you next time. And speaking from my experience, that's not something you want to do. You don't want to just leave it to chance, or leave it to the fact that they may remember you or they may not, because whether they say it or not, I know there's people, myself included, that have made it to finals, and for whatever reason things didn't work out. You still always apply. You have to do it. Now there's a different road you can take based on the fact you've been there before, but 100% yes, you want to send in another audition video. And for you, Jackie, since you've made it so far, you don't want to reinvent the wheel, right? You may just want to update 1 or 2 parts of your audition video. Maybe you shoot the same thing over, but pretty much your story is the same, and maybe you throw in there, hey, I saw you guys last summer at finals, blah blah blah, whatever. You don't need to. You're at the point now where you don't need to redefine yourself or even define yourself. You've done a great job of that if you got to finals. Now you're at the point where you just tweak. So yes, you do want to submit another audition video. 100% do not leave it to chance, and don't just be like, oh yeah, they'll call me, because you don't. It shows that you're staying active, you're staying proactive, and you're staying on the top of their minds, not them relying on you. Like, oh yeah, she would be a good fit for this cast. Don't even put it to that. Put yourself in a position where, like, we want her in a cast, let's find other people that fit her. So with that being said, Your next question is, okay, so now you've been through the process, you've made a lot of contacts, you understand how things work. So now you're like, okay, well, who do I reach out to next? And when do I reach out to them? Do you go to the top? Do you go to the casting director? Or do you go directly to who you worked with? Well, the way things work is essentially the person that you worked with, at the associate level, they pitched you to the casting director. So that person's already in your corner and have a vested interest in you. Not to say that the casting director doesn't, but they're kind of the general and the associates are the soldiers. And so you want to pair yourself up with a soldier, and a lot of things can change. So from this year to next year, your soldier, your casting associate could be gone, but that's who you want to start out contacting. That's what I did for the third time I applied, and it helped expedite the process. So instead of like, yeah, hey, send a video, but you're kind of already in the semifinal. So you don't want to go all the way to the top. Just contact your casting associate right after casting opens up. And you may find, they don't respond. You may find that they're like, hey, I don't work for the company anymore. And then at that point you say, well, hey, who took your spot, or can you connect me with someone? Because then when they introduce you, they're going to have great things to say about you, because you obviously have made it far in the process anyways. And the last thing you mentioned about was timing. Is there a perfect time to contact them? No, you just want to be respectful of their time. Write a quick email, be like, hey, thank you for all the help last year. I know it didn't work out, but I really appreciate everything you did. What should I do next? Okay, and they're going to tell you. Most likely they'll say, hey, submit it through the website. They may say, hey, just email me a link to your audition video. So anything you can do to gain an edge over what everyone else is doing, and for you, your edge comes with your contacts and your experience. You want to take advantage of that to an extent. If they don't say, hey, send me your link, go through the website, it's not a slap in the face against you or something negative against you. It just maybe it is what it is. But yeah, Jack, I just hope when you listen to this, you understand a couple things. One, you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Number two, yes, reach out to someone in casting and make sure you apply as well. Let me rephrase that. Reach out to your casting associate before you go through the website, because then they'll tell you exactly what to do. If they can do something extra for you, or if they're going to direct you, then at that point take action on that. But definitely don't wait around for them to contact you. And the third thing is, keep up your attitude. I just think it's phenomenal that, you made it so far, and it's tough news, to get that bombshell dropped in you. But at the same time, you just don't forget you have what it takes, and you're close. So Jackie, as a small thank you, we're going to send you a free digital copy of my story, How a Normal Guy Got Cast on Reality TV. And if you want your question answered on the podcast, you can go to howtogetonrealitytv.net/ask and leave it from your phone, computer, tablet. It's really easy. And good question this week. Good question. So as we wrap up episode 86, I want to remind you guys that we're having a summer sale right now on all products on the website for a short, limited time. You could blink and they're going to be gone. So most likely, if you've been putting off buying the guide, video course, video analysis review, you probably want to get it done this week before things go back. But I like to do this every now and then, especially when people who are thinking about it now, that maybe fresh off the process and need a little extra help. It's a great way to do it. So they'll be on sale for a short while. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Episode 87 is coming next week. Next Monday, you may want to add me on Snapchat. No hints on that. You can add me directly, which is Dan Giesling, all one word. I will be on there, and there is a Snapchat episode coming soon. So you may want to do that. Anyways, hope you guys have a great week. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, listening, and being a part of this process. And a part of the show. You guys run the show. Like I said, you guys submit great questions and I answer them, and that is the entirety of the show. You guys do a great job, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.